I am a teacher. I'm an educator for the museum. I used to teach here in Pittsburgh, and then the museum life called me. So if you're one of those individuals who are like, how do you get into a museum job? Please come talk to me afterwards. I'd love to talk to you. This is an incredible field that I didn't even think was open to people like me, so I'm just really, really excited about it. So has anybody been to the Heinz History Center before? Oh, okay, so a couple of people have been there with us. I always tell people it's the Heinz History Center, and then they go, ketchup, and I'm like, yes, there is definitely ketchup involved. You can get a pickle pin, you can get some little ketchup swag as well, but it's named after John Heinz, who was a senator. He passed away in the 1990s, and the area was named after him. This is actually the Western Pennsylvania Historical Society. So we have a lot of really awesome things there, including Mr. Rogers. So I'm a massive Mr. Rogers fan. We do have his set. So what you can see there is, well, actually I should put a timer so I can know when to stop myself. Because I will just start talking and not stop talking and go, oh my gosh, it's supposed to be the Kahoot time. So we do have the tree from the set. We do have his actual set that he filmed most of his things in. We do have the 13th Castle. We don't have a lot of the puppets, however. Those are over at the Children's Museum. People ask that all the time. And the trolley, where's the trolley? And I'm like, I don't know where the trolley's at. I'm looking for it.
It would be so awesome to watch the trolley go between Mr. Rogers' house and the castle.
No, yeah, it absolutely would. It's really cool though. So we sometimes say whenever we're like really stuck on a day, we're like, let's go see Mr. Rogers. And we go down and hang out with Mr. Rogers for a little bit. We do have some publications. And the individual who was supposed to be co-hosting this with me would be Brian Butko. Brian Butko is a local author. He is the author of such books as Kennywood Behind the Screens, which is actually where a lot of my information came from for this presentation, as well as Luna, Pittsburgh's original Lost Kennywood, which existed from, the early 1900s to about 1910. It was a very short-lived theme park in Oakland. So Brian Butko sadly can't be here with us today. He was sick. So that's why I'm filling in for him. So send some good vibes his way. Actually, really fun story with Brian Butko. Again, before I became part of the museum, I followed all sorts of Kennywood groups on Facebook. And I'm like, who the heck is this Butko guy? He's posting like every day. Really cool stuff, but like he's posting every single day. And then when I got a job at the museum, my boss was like, oh, this is Brian Butko. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I know you before I know you. So he was kind of taken aback by that. So I really like him. He's a nice guy. But okay, so let's jump into this. So there's going to be a little bit of some history on Kennywood Park, some trip back through memory lanes, and at the end of this, there will be a trivia game. I do have some prizes for the top 5 winners of the trivia game. I'm a big fan of swag, so we do have some swag. We'll talk about that when we get there. So I guess the first things first is to talk about Kennywood itself. Kennywood started out as Kenny's Grove. So it doesn't really become the park until 1899. But before that, it was what's referred to as a trolley park. So a trolley park would be where a lot of the trains and the trolleys would stop. And at the end of those lines, they wanted to do something with it. They wanted to make that a profitable location as well. You guys can come on in, that's fine.